So hello students. So in this second session of the video class, so we are going to start with the next chapter. Okay, that is chapter number 5. Okay, chapter number 5, algebraic expressions and factorization. Okay, so in class 7 we have already read about the algebraic expressions. Okay, in about its degree, its types. Okay, so then let me recall that things, okay, which we have already studied in class 7. So the first one is algebraic expression. So what do you mean by algebraic expression? So according to your book, the definition is given as a combination of constants and variables connected by fundamental operations. So what are the fundamental operations? Basically we have 4, that is plus, minus, into and division. Okay, so means suppose you know what is constant and what is variable, right? The constant means whose value never changes. For example, 3, simply the numbers, right? Real numbers, 3, 2. Okay, and what are the variables? The variable means they can take various numerical values. Okay, for example, if I give you x, so x can be anything, isn't it? X can be 1, x can be 0, x can be -2. Okay, so these are the variables. Okay, so now this type of like 3x plus 5, so this is an algebraic expression because it has both constant and variables, isn't it? So in this way, let us move to the next topic, that is terms. So how many terms does an algebraic expression have? So how will you find that? Okay, and the definition says part of an algebraic expression separated by the plus or minus sign are called its terms. For example, here how many terms we have? Because this plus sign is separating this two, so we have 2 terms here, isn't it? Okay, suppose if I give you 3xy plus 2yz plus 3x, so how many terms we have here? So here we have 3 terms. Why? Because this plus sign is separating these two, so here we have 2 terms, and this plus sign is separating these two, means we have 3, because this we have already counted in the previous one. Okay, so we have 2 signs separating the 3 terms. Okay, we cannot say count this as 3 terms, 3x y, no, because in between there is no plus or minus sign, we only have multiplication sign. So but you have to remember one thing, the terms is separated by plus or minus sign only. For example, here, okay, so 3x minus 5xy plus 2y plus 3z minus 3. So how many terms we have here? Here we have, because this minus is separating this two, this plus is separating this two, plus is separating this two, and this minus is separating this two. So means how many terms? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 terms. So we have 5 terms. So in this way you will count the number of terms. Okay, so according to this, that is the number of terms that an algebraic expression have, the algebraic expression can be classified into different types. Okay, so if it has one term, if it has only one term, then it will, the algebraic expression will be called as monomial. Okay, if it has 2 terms, then it will be called as binomial. Okay, if it has 3 terms, then it will be called as trinomial. Okay, so if it has 4 or more terms, then you can simply call it as a polynomial. Okay, till 3 we have names. Okay, monomial, binomial, trinomial. Beyond 4, okay, 4 and above that, you will call this simply as a polynomial. Okay, so next we had already learned about the degree of an algebraic expression, isn't it? So degree of an algebraic expression. So how will you calculate the degree? Okay, simply if it only has one variable, then it is very easy. For example, x cube minus 3x square plus 4x plus 7. So here we have only one variable, that is x. Okay, only one alphabet is there simply, isn't it? Okay, so we have only one variable. So what is the degree of an algebraic expression in one variable is the highest power of a variable. Okay, so the highest power of a variable is called the degree of a algebraic expression, degree of an algebraic expression. Okay, so what is the highest power of x here? Here we have the power is 3, here the power is 2, here the power is 1. What is the power here? We don't have x here, right? So that means the power is 0 here. Okay, if the variable is not there, means the power is 0. Okay, so the highest power is 3. So what is the degree of this polynomial? Simply 3. Okay, so these are very this is very easy if there is only one variable. Okay, but what if there are more than one variable? Then for example, we have x cube y cube minus 8x square y square plus 7xy. Then what is the degree of this algebraic expression? Since we have two variables, okay, so how you have to see the number of terms first. So how many terms are there? 1, 2 and 3, isn't it? So we have 3 terms. Okay, so you have to check the degree of each term. So what is the degree of the first term? The degree, its degree is the sum of the powers of variable. Okay, so sum of the powers of variables. So what is the sum here? Because the power of x is 3 and the power of y is 3. So what is the sum? 3 plus 3, 6. So degree of this term only, okay, not this polynomial, not this algebraic expression, only for this term is 6. So here, what is the degree of this term? The degree of this term is 4, because the power of x is 2 and the power of y is also 2. So 2 plus 2 is 4. Okay, and here, what is the degree of this term? For this term, the degree is 2. Why? Because the power of x is 1 and the power of y is also 1, isn't it? So in that way, the power is the degree of this term is 2. So now, as we have already got the degree of all the terms, you have to select the highest one. So which one is the highest one? 6, isn't it? So the degree of this algebraic expression as a whole is 6. Okay, so in this way you have to find the degree. Okay, so next, like and unlike terms, I want you to go through it because we have already studied about it in the previous class. Okay, so let us move to the revision exercise. And the revision exercise number 1 is classify the following algebraic expressions as monomial, binomial and trinomial. So which one is monomial, which one is binomial and which one is trinomial, you have to see. Okay, so in A, what is question number A? 2 by 3 AB square. So how many terms it has? Since there is no plus and minus sign separating the terms, it has only one term. So it is monomial. Okay, in question number B, there are, if you see, there are 3 terms. So trinomial. Okay, in question number C, it is 6pq plus 3. So that plus sign is separating the 2 terms. That means 2 term means binomial. Okay, and in question number D also it is binomial. And in question number 2, write the degree of the following polynomials. So as I already taught you how to write the degree, okay, so I want you to do it yourself. Okay, and you just remember in question number A, there is only one variable, means you have to see the highest power of that variable, that is x. Okay, highest power of x is the degree. But in question number B, C and D, you have 2 variables each, I guess, isn't it? X and y. In all the questions you have 2 variables. In that case, you have to see the degree of each term and you have to choose the highest one. Okay, so next, question number 3 is, which of the following algebraic expressions are like terms? So I told you that like terms and unlike terms, you will go through the book yourself and you do it. Okay, because we have already studied this in class 7. Okay, and till question number 3 you can do it as a homework. We will do question number 4, 5 and rest of the topic in the next class. Okay.